What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got something massive to talk about, the Wuthering Waves 2.7 leaks. And let me tell you, this patch is shaping up to be one of the most content-packed updates we've seen in the game so far. From new characters and bosses, to a completely new map, to a mountain of quality-of-life changes, there's a lot to cover, and you're definitely going to want to stick around for the whole breakdown. Now, quick disclaimer before we get started. Everything I'm about to share comes from leaks. None of this is officially confirmed yet, so as always, take it with a grain of salt. Things could change before release. That being said, the info looks consistent with past updates, and if even half of this is true, 2.7 is going to be a seriously stacked patch. Lootbar.gg is a site that gives you big discounts on your in-game purchases. Let's take Wuthering Waves as an example. You can actually see the price difference right away when you compare. The process is super simple. Pick the pack you want, click Top Up, choose your payment method, and that's it. Your rewards show up right on your account. And don't worry, your login info is completely cleared after the transaction, so it's safe. New users can get up to 21% off plus additional discount coupons from the link in the description. And yes, first-time top-up bonuses are available as well. All right, let's dive in. First up, banners. Everyone always wants to know who's coming, and version 2.7 does not disappoint. Phase 1 is headlined by a brand new 5-star fusion DPS, Galbrina. This character is honestly one of the most stylish designs we've seen yet. She fights with pistols, giving her animations a really sleek and dangerous vibe, and from what we've seen so far, her kit looks like it's going to bring some serious firepower. She's definitely going to catch the attention of both meta players and collectors. And she's not coming alone. Alongside her, Phase 1 will also feature a rerun of Lupa, the fusion sub-DPS who uses a broadblade. If you missed Lupa in her previous run, this will be a great opportunity to pick her up, especially since she synergizes well with a lot of current team comps. Then, in Phase 2, we're getting another huge drop. The first new addition here is WuWa, a 5-star arrow sub-DPS and support character who wields a sword. That combination is pretty unique. And from the early leaks, it seems like he's going to play a flexible role, able to both dish out damage and provide support to his team. Joining him is Zanny, another brand new 5-star, this time a Spectro Gauntlet DPS. So, that's 2 exciting new characters back-to-back in the same patch, plus reruns for anyone who might have missed earlier banners. If you've been saving your pulls, 2.7 is going to test your patience, because these lineups are stacked. On top of the characters, we're also getting 2 brand new 5-star weapons, Lux and Umbra and Emerald Sentence. Both look like they're going to be very strong. And as always, weapon collectors and meta chasers are going to have their hands full, deciding whether to spend pulls here or on the characters. All right, moving on to content. And this is where things get really exciting. Version 2.7 is set to deliver 2 brand new main story quests. That alone would be big, but the part that has everyone buzzing is the addition of a new map. Now, if you're someone who loves exploring, this is going to be the highlight of the patch. New areas in Wuthering Waves are always packed with lore, hidden chests, puzzles, and challenges. We don't have the full details yet on what this new map will look like or how large it's going to be. But based on the game's track record, you can bet it'll feel like a proper expansion, rather than just a small side area. Of course, no big update would be complete without some fresh bosses to fight. And 2.7 is introducing not just 1, but 2 new bosses. First, the new weekly boss, the Threnodian Leviathan, also known as Dark Tide Fleur-Delis. This boss sounds terrifying, not just in design, but in mechanics. One of her signature abilities is the power to mimic resonator skills. Imagine going into a fight, and suddenly the boss starts using your own team's moves against you. That's going to make for some really intense battles. As for the world boss, details haven't leaked yet, so we don't know its name, abilities, or even its element. But considering how creative the boss designs have been lately, I think it's safe to expect something that's going to challenge even veteran players. Now let's talk events, because 2.7 has some really fun ones lined up. The first is called Lament Recon, Solaris Soldier. This event puts you on a flat battlefield where you'll face endless waves of enemies. Every time you win a round, you'll level up and get to choose upgrades that boost your skills, weapons, and gear. It's kind of like a mix of survival and roguelike gameplay, and honestly, it sounds like a blast. If you enjoy testing different builds and strategies, This event is going to scratch that itch. The second event is much lighter in tone. It's called Freeze Frame, Action Highlights. Instead of combat, this one has you snapping pictures of characters mid-action to earn rewards. For example, one challenge might be catching Kuyuan while he's drinking. It's quirky, it's different, and it's a nice break from the usual battle-focused events. On top of those, there's also a sign-in event planned for the second half of the patch. Nothing too fancy here, just free rewards for logging in. And hey, free is free, so no one's complaining. Here's a fun little detail for character fans. Galbrina actually has 2 different tattoos on her back, which adds a unique flair to her design. It's small touches like this that make her stand out compared to past characters. Now let's shift gears and talk about quality of life updates, because honestly, 2.7 might have more of these than any other patch so far. And if you're someone who plays daily, these changes are going to make a huge difference. First up is something called Trail of Hardship. Once you unlock it, certain main quest battles will have tougher enemies, marked with special icons. The best part is, you can toggle this mode on or off in the settings. So if you're a veteran who craves extra difficulty, this is perfect. But if you're a casual player who just wants to enjoy the story, you don't have to worry about being locked out. Next is the Resonator Training Program. This is basically an all-in-one system that gives you a complete overview of your Resonators. You'll see character builds, weapons, echoes, skill training progress, recommended team setups, and even where to find the materials you need. It's like having a full guidebook built right into the game, which is amazing for newer players and super convenient for veterans. For those who love endgame challenges, a new tactical hologram boss is being added, the Lioness of Glory. More hologram bosses mean more ways to test your skills, and this one looks like it's going to be a real challenge. Beyond that, there are tons of smaller but really helpful changes. Let's rapid fire through them. Quick Return lets you close all open. UI windows instantly with a single button. No more mashing back a dozen times. Resonator Upgrade Planner automatically generates upgrade paths for your characters based on what you own. Rover Terminal Update. You'll be able to change your rover's terminal directly from the interface, making things smoother. Ecosystem Update. You can now change a main stat directly from the upgrade menu. Progress tracking improvements. You'll be able to quickly check completion progress in the Tower of Adversity and other modes. Event page. Refresh. The event UI is getting a full redesign to make it cleaner and easier to navigate. Weapon menu update. The weapon upgrade menu will now show pistols, gauntlets, and even swords with their sheaths. It's a small visual change, but it looks much more polished. Journey log. Tracks your quest history and might even let you rewatch cutscenes. A huge win for lore fans. Echo Gallery. Finally, a proper way to view and appreciate your Echo collection. And one more accessibility feature worth highlighting. Eye Protection Mode. This lets you adjust your screen display for different environments, with 3 options: low light, bright light, and custom. In custom mode, you can tweak brightness and color temperature to your liking. It won't apply during summons or cutscenes, but it's a fantastic addition for comfort. So, to wrap it all up, Wuthering Waves version 2.7 looks absolutely stacked. We're talking 2 new 5-star characters, multiple reruns, 2 brand new weapons, a new weekly boss, a mystery world boss, 2 main story quests, a new map, quirky events, and one of the biggest waves of quality of life updates we've ever seen. If even half of these leaks turn out to be true, this patch is going to be huge. Honestly, it feels like the devs are really stepping up their game with 2.7, and I can't wait to see how it all plays out. But that's everything we know so far. What do you guys think? Are you pulling for Galbrina, or are you saving for Kuyuan or Zani? And which of these quality of life changes are you most excited for? Personally, I think the Resonator Training Program is going to be a game changer, but I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments. As always, if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future updates. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Save up to 25% on current banners at lootbar.gg, links in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.